In this video, I'll provide you with 10 examples of the innocent archetype in branding. We will discuss what the innocent archetype is and its traits and characteristics. We've got 12 main archetypes, but there are actually 60 archetypes in total. To begin, we will define the innocent archetype as well as its traits and characteristics. The innocent archetype's motto is free to be you and me. They are afraid of being punished if they do something wrong or bad. They are sincere and genuine. They want happiness for themselves and for those around them. We will now proceed to the innocent archetype examples. Each brand is briefly discussed so that you can relate and see how innocent archetype may be used to your brand strategy. Coca-Cola is the perfect example of an innocent brand. They indicate the emphasis on honesty and authenticity with the phrase Coke, it's a real thing. They also encourage customers to find happiness with the phrase open happiness. The second example is Dove. The name conjures up images of purity and simplicity, which are often linked with doves. The brand employs a lot of white in its marketing and uses campaigns such as the campaign for real beauty. Another brand that has adopted the innocent image is Volkswagen. Volkswagen commercials are either nostalgic or cheerful, but are always motivating. They always encourage you to get in, get happy. The fourth example is Chobani, a brand that specializes in strained yogurt. They always extol the goodness of what nature has to offer. To cherish this life and to live it naturally, says their tagline. McDonald's is another good example of the innocent archetype. McDonald's is a quick food restaurant that caters to children and families that guarantees a fun, wonderful time. The brand's demeanor exudes positivity at all times with the tagline, I'm loving it. The sixth example is Aveeno, a skincare line that emphasizes natural ingredients and straightforwardness. They frequently depict people enjoying simple daily activities. Everything they do is based on their belief that balance is the key to happiness. Another example is Ivory, a soap brand that became famous for its claim of purity. Despite technological advancements, Ivory has remained true to its core archetype. The brand is built around the idea of a persona that's pure and simple. The eighth example is Qantas, an Australian airline that evokes memories of visiting family and going home. They are all about creating happiness and joy shared by those that get to fly home. You are the reason we fly, as it says on their slogan. Next example is Disney, one of the world's most well-known entertainment producers and distributors. In this brand, practically every film and brand touchpoint demonstrates magic and positivity. The company's famous slogan is the happiest place on earth. Last but definitely not the least is the Innocent Juices brand. They have built their whole brand proposition on the innocent qualities. It is to employ nutritious, pure, uncorrupted substances. Innocent brands will usually market themselves with soft imagery, muted colors, and a clear, honest message. They provide their customers with a sense of security, comfort, and happiness in the simplicity of life. The roles of these brands are frequently connected with cleanliness, health, or other virtues that can be replicated indefinitely. They might be a suitable fit for businesses that want to set themselves apart from a tarnished product. Generally, there are 12 main archetypes. However, each archetype has 4 sub-archetypes, and the innocent archetypes family include child, dreamer, idealist, and muse. Visit my blog to learn how to develop your brand personality and your brand strategy in general.